Own your perfect daily routine. The secret to study less, achieve more. Let me ask you something, and be brutally honest. How many times have you stared at your ceiling at 2 a.m., vowing, "Tomorrow, I'll finally get my life together. My perfect daily routine starts now." You set that ambitious 5 a.m. alarm, picturing yourself conquering textbooks, hitting the gym, maybe even whipping up a gourmet smoothie before sunrise. But then tomorrow arrives and reality hits like a ton of bricks. Snooze button? Check. Endless scrolling? Double check. Suddenly, it's night again, and your perfect routine is still a mythical creature. If that chaotic dance sounds like your academic anthem, don't worry, you're not alone. Every student on this planet battles with routines, or the frustrating lack thereof. But here's the mind-blowing truth. Once you truly master your daily flow, you won't just study less, you'll achieve more. More focus, more energy, and yes, even more glorious free time for yourself. So, in this video, Sunday is about to unveil the actual, working, perfect daily routine for students. Not some superhuman 18-hour grind that makes you want to drop out, but a balanced blueprint that actually works in the messy, wonderful chaos of real life. Stick with me till the very end, because I'm not just handing you a schedule. I'm diving deep into the psychology of why this works, plus giving you some raw, unfiltered tips that top students use to boost focus, obliterate procrastination, and actually enjoy their day. Let's dig in, shall we? Secret 1. The why behind the daily magic. It's not about being a robot. First off, let's ditch the idea that routines are for rigid, joyless automatons. Having a routine isn't about sucking the fun out of life, it's about unlocking more fun and freedom. Think about your smartphone. Without regular charging, system updates, and smooth-running apps, it's pretty useless, right? Your brain is exactly the same. Without proper rest, consistent energy, and a clear structure, your mind will eventually crash faster than a free trial ending. The uncomfortable truth is, most students don't struggle because they lack intelligence. They stumble because they lack structure. They either overwork themselves into a spectacular burnout, or they underwork and quickly fall behind. That's why a balanced daily routine isn't just a schedule. It's your personal operating system. It keeps you consistent, sharp, and surprisingly, and here's a bitter pill to swallow, discipline beats motivation every single time. You won't always feel like studying, but if your day is designed right, your routine will literally carry you through. It's like having a personal assistant who never quits. Secret High. Morning Mastery. The Silent Hour Advantage. Alright, let's talk mornings. Be honest, how many alarms do you set? 1, 5, 10, only to wake up at 9 a.m. feeling like you've been run over by a bus. Here's the bombshell. You absolutely don't need to torture yourself with a 4 a.m. routine to be productive. The sweet spot for students is waking up anywhere between 5:30 a.m. and 7 a.m. Why? Because the world is quiet. No notifications screaming for attention, no frantic messages, no one demanding anything. It's just you, your thoughts, and the opportunity to actually think. And here's the colossal mistake 99% of students make. The very first thing they do after opening their eyes, grab their phone. Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, a tidal wave of other people's drama before you've even had a sip of water. That's like inviting 50 loud strangers to dump their mental garbage into your brain before you've brushed your teeth. Don't do it. Instead, when our Sunday says wake up, he means really wake up. Get out of bed, stretch those tired limbs, gulp down a glass of water, and throw open your window. Let that natural light hit your eyes. It's your brain's natural power-on signal. Then just breathe for 2 minutes. No frantic rushing, no panic, because how you start your morning sets the tone for your entire day. Start with chaos, live in chaos. Start with calm, feel in control. 2.1 Light movement, your brain's Wi-Fi connection. Exercise in the morning? Sunday, I barely have time to find my socks. Most students groan. But I'm not asking you to bench press at 6 a.m. Just 5 minutes of light stretching, gentle yoga, a few push-ups, or even just walking around your room. Think of it like this. You wouldn't try to browse the internet before turning on your Wi-Fi, would you? Your body is the router, your brain is the device. If the body doesn't wake up a little, the brain won't connect properly. Light movement in the morning isn't just for muscles. It improves blood flow, which means more oxygen rushing to your brain. You'll actually understand and remember what you study, instead of just staring blankly at the page. No more expensive Wi-Fi, but no internet. 2.2 Breakfast and hydration, fueling the supercomputer. Here's something students consistently underestimate. Your brain eats too. When you study, your brain devours glucose, pure energy. Skip breakfast and your brain runs on fumes. That's why you feel tired, cranky, or like napping during your morning lecture. So, keep breakfast simple. A banana and oats, eggs and toast, or a quick smoothie. You don't need a Michelin star meal, just something light but filling. And for the love of all that is academic, drink water. Here's a bizarre fact. Dehydration feels almost exactly like tiredness. So, the next time you think, "Ugh, I'm so lazy," maybe you're not. Maybe your body is just screaming, "For goodness sake, give me water." 2.3 Morning study session, the golden hour of focus. Now for the real powerhouse of your morning, studying. Here's the golden rule. Your brain is at its absolute sharpest in the morning. Why on earth would you waste that precious time scrolling Instagram or watching cat videos? Use it for your hardest subject. If you wrestle with calculus, tackle problems in the morning. If history's your nemesis, memorize key dates when your mind is fresh. If you're coding, practice when your brain is pristine. 1 focused hour in the morning is biologically equivalent to 3 tired, distracted hours at night. Let that sink in. And here's how our Sunday makes it happen. The Pomodoro method. 50 minutes of pure, unadulterated focus. Then a 10-minute break. No multitasking, no background TV, no endless playlist scrolling. Just deep work. And during that 10-minute break, don't even think about your phone. Stand up, stretch, drink more water, look out the window. Give your brain actual rest, not more digital stimulation. Your brain isn't a machine, but even machines need a cool-down. Treat your mind with kindness. Secret Ba. Afternoon agility. From passive to proactive. If you're a student in college or high school, your afternoons are typically a blur of lectures, tutorials, or labs. And honestly, this is where most students completely lose their edge. They sit there, nod politely, maybe scribble a few notes, but later, absolutely nothing sticks. Here's Sunday's game-changing trick. Don't be a passive learner. Take notes in your own words. Don't just copy verbatim what Professor X writes on the board. Your brain remembers better when it processes the information first. Ask questions. Even small ones can clarify a concept and make a dull lesson surprisingly interesting. And immediately after class, spend 2 to 3 minutes quickly writing or speaking aloud what you understood. This tiny habit makes revision later so much easier. It's like learning something twice without the extra effort. Think of it this way. Active learning is like planting seeds with care. The more attention you give, the stronger your understanding grows. Passive learning? That's throwing seeds onto dry, barren concrete. Most of it will never sprout. 3.1 Lunch and power break. Recharge, don't crash. After hours of classes, your brain and body are officially tired. What do most students do? They devour a heavy, greasy lunch, then promptly crash on the couch or disappear into their phones. Heavy meals force your energy into digestion mode. Your body becomes sluggish, your brain slows down, and suddenly you're fighting off a food coma. SunDecode's countermove: eat light, nutritious meals. A small portion of protein, eggs, lentils, chicken, some veggies or fruit, and water. That's your winning formula. Avoid sugary drinks or fried food. They give a quick energy spike followed by an even bigger crash. After lunch, give your brain a quick reset. A short power nap of 15 to 20 minutes is magic. Don't overdo it, or you'll wake up feeling groggy. If naps aren't your jam, go for a brisk walk outside. Even 10 minutes of fresh air wakes up your mind and body faster than a triple espresso. Think of it as hitting the reset button. 3.2. Midday study session. Smart work, not hard work. Now comes the infamous post-lunch afternoon slump. Energy drops, attention drifts. It's incredibly tempting to just scroll your phone or stare blankly at your books. Instead of fighting this natural dip, SunDecode says, use it smartly. Afternoons are perfect for hands-on, practice-based work, not heavy theory. Solve math problems, do practice exercises, tackle past papers, revise with flashcards, make quick summaries of key points, or write essays/reports. Anything that requires active doing rather than passive reading. The idea is simple. Your brain is slower in the afternoon, so don't waste that precious prime morning focus on tasks that don't demand peak mental horsepower. It's working smarter, not just harder. Secret Bone: evening elevation, movement, creativity, and gentle winding down. Let's be real. After a full day of classes and studying, your body feels like a sack of bricks and your brain is fried. That's exactly why even 20 minutes of movement can completely transform how you feel. You don't need to hit the gym or lift weights until you collapse. Keep it simple. Play a sport you enjoy: football, basketball, badminton. Go for a short run or a brisk walk, or even just dance like nobody's watching to your favorite tunes in your room. Here's why this matters. Exercise doesn't just keep your body fit, it sharpens your memory, slashes stress, boosts your energy, and dramatically improves your mood. Students who move in the evening often sleep better and wake up with more focus the next day. It's a cheat code for tomorrow's brain power. Bonjamot: creative time, the brain's playground. After moving your body, it's time to move your mind in a different way. Even the world's most brilliant students don't spend every waking hour studying. They carve out time for hobbies, and so should you. Do something purely for fun and creativity. Draw, paint, craft, write stories, blog, journal, play an instrument, work on a personal project, sing, dance, or even experiment with a new recipe. Creativity acts like a psychological reset button for your brain. It actively prevents burnout, keeps you motivated, and makes studying feel less like an endless chore. Plus, it helps you discover skills and passions far beyond academics. This is what makes life exciting, not just a grades-obsessed treadmill. Bunjamhai: evening study session, light review, heavy retention. Now that your body and mind are relaxed and creatively stimulated, it's time for some light revision. Remember, this is not the time to tackle your toughest subject or grapple with heavy new concepts. Instead, review your notes from earlier in the day. Solve easy or medium practice questions, and, crucially, plan and organize your tasks for the next day. Summarize key points in your own words. This makes recall so much easier later. If you do this consistently, Sun guarantees you'll notice that by the time night rolls around, you feel accomplished rather than guilty about wasted hours. Your brain will be calmer, making it easier to fall asleep and actually retain what you studied. Secret Num: nighttime nirvana, the digital sunset, and the sleep savings account. Before you hit the pillow, SunDecode has a non-negotiable rule: plan tomorrow. Spend 5–10 minutes writing down 3 to 5 specific tasks you absolutely want to complete. Not vague things like study, but precise actions like finish Chapter 4 of physics, solve 20 calculus problems, or read 10 pages of The Great Gatsby. Here's the subtle genius behind this. Your brain is constantly buzzing about unfinished tasks. That's why sometimes, even when you lie down, your mind won't shut off, replaying all the things you haven't done yet. When you write things down, your brain relaxes because it knows there's a plan. You can sleep without that nagging guilt of forgetting something. It's like telling your mind, "I got this, you can rest now." 5.1. Digital Sunset. Unplug to recharge. Here's the tough love, and SunDecode knows this is the hardest for most students. No screens at least 30 minutes before bed. Why? Because your phone, laptop, and TV all emit blue light, which ruthlessly tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. That's why you're still scrolling Instagram or TikTok at 2 a.m., even when you know you should be sleeping. Instead, replace screen time with something genuinely calming. Read a light book or an interesting article. Listen to soothing music or a podcast. Journal about your day. Even 15-20 minutes of this can make a monumental difference in your sleep quality. Your brain starts winding down naturally instead of being overstimulated by notifications and endless videos. 5.2. Sleep, your brain's best friend. Never, ever sacrifice sleep for study. I know, exams, assignments, last-minute cramming. But here's the harsh truth. Sleep is when your brain converts what you studied into memory. Think of your brain like a computer. Studying loads the data, but sleep is the save and process button. Cut your sleep short and you're literally throwing away your hard work. So aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep every single night. It's non-negotiable for true academic success. Final thought. Mindset trumps everything else. Now, here's the ultimate secret most students completely ignore. Your perfect daily routine is useless if your mindset is weak. Stop comparing your study hours to others. Some people claim they study 14 hours a day. Most of them are probably lying or wildly inefficient. Focus on quality, not quantity. Remember, consistency beats intensity. It's infinitely better to study 4 focused hours every day for a month than to cram for 12 hours for 2 days and then burn out into oblivion. And, for goodness sake, don't be afraid of mistakes. Every student on the planet messes up their routine at first. SunDecode certainly did. The key is to restart the next day, not give up completely. So, there you have it, the perfect daily routine for students. One that brilliantly balances study, health, and a life you actually enjoy. Morning for deep focus. Afternoon for practice and application. Evening for movement, creativity, and light revision. Night for reset and recharge. If you commit to this for just 30 days, SunDecode promises you'll see the difference. More focus, less stress, dramatically better results in exams, and a happier, more balanced life. If this guide helped you truly understand how to study less and achieve more, hit that like button, subscribe to join the SunDecode family, and share this with every student you know who's tired of the chaos. And if you found these secrets powerful, our next video is going to dive even deeper into the psychology of procrastination, why you delay, and how to finally stop. You definitely don't want to miss that one. Stay sharp, students.